Well, hello and welcome to episode 3 of Strange Oddities Let's Play of Daybreaker Horizons. When we left last time, we were over in the village, just trying to get ourselves set up with the Steambeard stuff that's over there. Unfortunately, I had a crash, which was not fun. I also, in the process of updating to 1.02, seemed to lose my inventory and end up back at world spawn. So this is now a little bit later. I've moved over here, decided to bring the Flaxbeard stuff with me. Bit naughty, but I'm sure the villagers won't miss it. I built this little, unfinished of course, foundry area where we're going to put the steam stuff, with a little basement for the boiler, and there's just an infinite water source behind there. So we're going to put the boiler down here. That's going to provide our steam power, which is going to warm up our crucible, and I've learnt a little bit about how to semi-automate the crucible, which is good. Crucible is used to melt metals and produce alloys such as brass, ratio of 3 copper to 1 zinc, and we pour it into moulds. So let's get that set up first. Here we go. So we have a boiler, Archimedes screw, which you'll remember we use to pull water into the boiler, some piping, and a steam heater. These are all very simple to make. They usually involve these brass plates. I made some mistakes and accidentally made copper plates. You do have to watch what you're doing in terms of alloy ratios, because it is 3 copper to 1 zinc, and if you do what I did and accidentally... this is going to be a pain, isn't it? If you accidentally put two... I wonder if the pipe wrench works on Archimedes pipes. Haven't got one, so let's just cheat by breaking stuff we've already done. Here we go. I could have done it from the back. Idiot. Right. So the pipe goes here. I think we better hop into bed just quickly. I originally thought that it was pretty tough to automate crucibles and thus plate and ingot production, but I actually, well, aside from getting the right proportions in, it's not too bad. That doesn't look right, does it? Why is that? Not outputting to that. I think we've put this in the wrong place. I suspect it goes there. That's better. Now we need to prime the boiler, so we're going to have to put some water in. We also need some fuel, which we don't have much of there. The old progressive automation chopper seems to be working. What we need to do is set up some form of charcoal farm, I think. Let's just put one in for now. And what should happen is if we stick one bucket of water in, should be enough to produce steam, which will start the... no, got to put pipe on, of course. Start the screw working. Should get water in. Nice. Now what we'll do, we'll have to improve all this, put some tanks in and things like that to hold the surplus. Let's put a steam heater here. On top of which we'll put a crucible. For some reason I seem to be blind to crucibles. Yep, That's going to pour into a mould, which is going to go there. We are going to be making, where is it? Plates, of course. Great. So what should happen is if we put brass in there, which is 1, 2, 3, 1. So 3 copper to 1 zinc. Changes colour. Looks like zinc to me. Pardon me. And we have dun, 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 a plate. Slight pain to do, however, what we can do, first off the crucible itself, have we got, yes we have some. Now the crucible, it turns out, since 0.28 of flaxbeards responds to redstone. Dun, dun, dun. And if you leave a steady redstone signal, it'll keep tipping. Like so. So that's half the problem. Whoa, where did that plate go? Did that plate go back in the crucible? Yeah, so a slight problem is that plates tend to go all over the place. Or ingots or whatever you're making. However, conveniently, since 0.28, moulds responds to hoppers and pipes, or work with them. So, if we stick a hopper, and it'd be nice to get piping sorted, but at the moment I'm not 100% sure. Let's get an extra chest actually. So now what should happen when we want to make our plates is it will keep making them until it runs out of brass. So obviously the next question is how do we automate that? I'm not sure if these respond to a comparator, which might be one route to go. Either way, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, double that. This is probably as full as it's going to go. We've made 4 plates. 5. Leave that running. So we need to figure out how to drop in the correct proportion of stuff into the crucible. Which we could do with some sort of hopper chain responding to a pulse. A bit like automated vanilla brewing, if you've ever done that. Next up though is how are we going to make ore doubling, achieve ore doubling. And what we're going to do is build a couple of rather nice things called rock smashers, I think. These rock smashers. We need 2 of these, so we're going to need iron plates, brass pistons, which need a piston and a pipe, so we're going to need quite a bit here. 2 of those, each of which needs 3, so we need 6 normal pistons. Let's get to work. 6 pistons. We need 18 plates and 18 iron plates. Right, let's get some iron going. We need the ore doubling just to make the things we're doing. What a pain. Right. See how many plates we get from let's wait a sec. I did get it right, didn't I? They don't produce multiple pistons. Last piston. No, one piston produces one piston. So let's put 2 in and see how much we get out. So we put in 2 iron ingots and we have achieved 3 plates. Okay. So the plan, let's map this out, is to set up our rock smashers. Nice to expand this actually. I so have to finish houses, not just start them. Okay, how are we doing for iron plates? 10. We need 8 more. And we've got 5 iron. See how many that makes us. Okay. Probably going to need some more brass plates as well. 15. No, we're good for them. 13. Come on, 14. I've got a bad feeling. 16. 17. Come on. 18. Perfect. Actually, I made another table. Let's get set up here. So, rock smashers. Miss out. That's 1. So we need more iron pipes. we need, where are we? 2 dots. Probably going to need them. So we've got 4, 5, 6 of those, enabling us, I hope, doesn't want to work. More brass plates needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Be careful of your ratios. Leave that running. So this should get us 2 rock smashers. Now we're going to need to get some piping over to them. How are we off for pipes? Few left. So we're going to run that along. That's where the lever is. Let's come up here. Yep, I think that'll work. One, 2 rock smashers. Now these are used in pairs, as you might guess, from the fact I've made 2. And when they're provided with steam, they're going to hiss and push in. Let's put something behind this. I like this amount of space though, so we may go back one further, but for now, let's give them some steam. Now, I have a cunning plan for automating these. Well, it's quite cunning. Let's see if this works. Fuel, producing steam. Grab some ore. Let's do some copper. Producing steam? Maybe we're not producing enough steam. Or for some reason it just takes a while. What I think we could do with, actually, is a steam gauge. That will enable us to see how much steam we're producing. That's iron. And iron, he has not got any of. I think there's going to have to be a mining trip, don't you? Okay, let's leave that for a minute. So these, for some reason... Oh yes. Haha! Producing some smashed copper ore. Now, this isn't guaranteed ore doubling. It's just a chance. So I've crushed 2. I've got 2. Only getting 1 for 1 at the moment. What we probably need to do is get our steam production up a bit. Anyhow, how are we going to automate this? So we need to do 2 things. One is we need to be picking up anything that drops. And secondly, we need to be placing a block in here. Which brings to mind using the open blocks block placer. This is fairly easy to make, except for the fact that it needs more iron. Alright, I don't think we need those iron plates. So let's change our plate mould to an ingot mould. I'm assuming that we can, yep, melt our plates. That was a bit daft. Definitely need some fuel. Okay. Make ourselves a piston and what? So the open block spot pacer, really nice, quite simple. Got a wrench, not sure. Let's think about this. So we're going to put the block placer there, facing down there. Yep. Now what a block placer does is it places blocks on receipt of a redstone pulse. Nice. And we need to work out how to trigger that. So what we're going to do is use a little device from, I think it's Extra Utilities, called a block update detector. Needs a sticky piston, which I think we nabbed one of, yep, from the village. Our friendly Fred, our friendly steam guy, left that. So we need a redstone torch, sticky piston, smooth stone and redstone. And just to make one of these, we'll slap that. We'll slap that here. So this will detect an update in this space. And then just for simplicity, we'll stick a torch on the back. What we should probably do is make some nice wires. But if we put a torch there, then every time there's an update here, it should flick the torch. I wonder if I can just put a redstone dot there, actually. Might be simpler. Let's see. Yeah. Now hopefully that will trigger the block placer. So if we create a block update here, firing the, and there we go. Now we need to be able to prime that in some way. Shortest and sweetest way to do that simply is to just pop a button there. We need to tidy this up and make it look good. So now we should be able to start the system running, and then it will automatically run through them. I like this. Next job is to get a good way to collect them, these bits that are flying off, and we're going to use something from Flaxbeard's called a vacuum. We could possibly try a hopper and see if it'll catch it, but it is tempting to do this instead. I think we're going to need to make some more plates, so I am going to get myself set up to make some more plates and come back when that's done. Hey everyone, a quick change of plan. We're running short on time, so we're going to wrap up the episode here. Tune in next episode when we will get on to some very exciting Flaxbeard stuff. Did someone mention musket? Did someone mention exosuit? Shh.